Hello, my friends. I'm Clover, and this is Genuinely Approachable Sudoku. And today we have something a little different. Clover solving a Bill Murphy puzzle. This is an either-or Sudoku. That just means that we have normal Sudoku rules. So we're placing the digits 1 through 9, ones each in each row, each column, and each outline 3x3 region. And on top of that, we have some circles that each separate two cells, and each of those circles has a digit in it. And all that means is that that digit has to go somewhere in those two cells. So one of these two cells has to be a 5, one of these two cells has to be a 6, one of these has to be an 8, and so on. And this has some really nice symmetries to it, I noticed when I was first solving it. For instance, we have an 8 in one of these two cells. Therefore, an 8 can't go here, so it must go there. And then that puts a 2 in this cell. We have a 2 in one of these two cells, so 2 must go there, which puts a 4 here. There's a 4 in one of these two cells, so 4 must go there, which puts a 6 there. We have a 6 in one of these two cells, so 6 goes here, which puts an 8 here. There's a 7 in one of these two, so 7 can't go here, it goes here. There's a 1 in one of these two, so 1 can't go there, it goes there. There's a 3 in one of these two, so 3 can't go there, it must go there. And there's a 5 in one of these two, 5 can't go there, so it must go there. Okay, so now I need to place an 8 in one of these, and there's an 8 there, so it'll go right there. I need to place a 2 in one of these, there's a 2 here, so it'll go right there. I need a 4 right there, and I need a 6 right here. Okay, there's a 3 in one of these cells, so I have 3s in these two rows, meaning the only position for a 3 in row 7 is there, which places a 9 directly above it. There's a 5 in one of these two cells, so I have 5s in columns 8 and 9, so that's going to be a 5. There's a 7 in one of these two cells, 7's going to go here, making this a 9. And there is a 1 in one of these two cells, so there's a 1 there and there, so that's going to be a 1, making this a 5. These two 5s place a 5 here by Sudoku. And these two 6s place a 6 here by Sudoku. These two 2s are going to place a hidden 2 right here. And then these two 4s are going to place a hidden 4 in the region right there. So that means that these 3 4s place a hidden 4 there. This puzzle really majors on hidden digits. That's kind of interesting and a little unique. The only positions for 1 and 3 in this region are going to be in these two cells, leaving these ones as 2, 8, and 9. So the 9's there, 2 there, 8 there. These guys are going to have to be 4, 6, and 7 in that order by Sudoku. These are going to be 1, 8, and 9. So that has to be 8 or 9, and these are 1, 8, or 9. I've got my 5 there, so this is now going to be a 5. I have a hidden 4 in this region, and then this has to be either a 1 or a 3 to finish off the row. Now, I need a 1 in one of these cells. I need an 8 here. That's going to be a hidden 8 in this region. And I know that 1, because it's right here, it doesn't go in these cells, so it goes in one of, actually it goes right there, because there's a 1 there as well. And that places a 1 right here, making these guys 2, 7, 8, and 9. That can't be a 2. Neither of these can be 8s because of the 8 in the column, and that can't be a 9. So these are 2 and 7. That's going to be an 8, and because there's a 7 in one of these cells, that's the 7, and that is a 2. That makes these guys 1, 3, and 9. And so these are 2 and 7, and these guys are from 2, 3, and 7, so the 3 must go right there. Now these cells have to contain 1, 3, 6, and 9. That can't be 1 or 9. That can't be 1. In fact, one of these must be 1. We kind of already knew that. This is a hidden 3 in the region because of the 2 3s here and here, so that's not going to be a 3. So these are going to be 5, 6, and 7, and that can't be a 5 because of the 5 over here. Here I need a 5 and a 1, 8, or 9, and we can't have a 1 because there's a 1 in this region. There's a 1 there, so that's going to be my 1. These are from 2, 7, 8, and 9. That's not 2 or 8. That's not 8 or 9. So that's a 2, 7 pair, giving me a 6. Not sure I needed that, but I'm going to use it anyways. Now I have a 5, 7 pair that resolves the 2 and 7. That can't be 2, 9, or 7, so that's going to be an 8, making this a 6. The 8 gives me a 9 down here, and a 7 right here. And I get a 9 over here, and a 4. I have an 8 in the row now, so these two digits resolve. I have a 9 right next to this 7, 9 by value. This is going to be a 3, 8 pair that resolves instantly. These are going to be 6 and 7 like that. The 7 bounces back and resolves this. And I think the remainder is classic Sudoku. And that is how you solve Bill Murphy's either or Sudoku. If you want to check that out yourself, the link to do so is in the description of this video, and I will see you again in a few days.